Liverpool go top of the league as Arsenal and Man City score 3 goals in their win. Hello everybody and welcome back to a new episode of the podcast, and we're going to be talking about Liverpool going top of the league, Arsenal and Man City. They're the main teams that we're going to be on about, but we'll go through all of the games that round up today. Starting with the 12:30 kickoff, Liverpool beat Palace by 1-0 with goals from Diogo Jota, as Alisson as well gets injured, and it looks to be not really serious, but it looks to be serious, and Jota sends Liverpool top of the table, and I think that's a good way to end your fixtures before the international break, and it'll bring the players back fresh and ready for after the international in 2 weeks. And I think it's hopefully Alisson isn't out for a long time, because he obviously got another clean sheet today. And as well, Liverpool are only 1 point in front of at the top of the league, only 1 point. But yeah, Arsenal beating Arsenal. God, that would be good, wouldn't it? Arsenal beating Southampton by 3-1 after Archer put Southampton 1 goal in front with 55 minutes. But Guy Havertz scored in the 58th minute to make it 1-1, and then 10 minutes later Martinelli comes on off the bench to score to make it 2-1, and then 20 minutes later Saka scores to make it 3-1. Obviously to get their goal difference up as well, that's really good for them. So I think Southampton, thing is with them, once they score, they kind of like let a few in afterwards. They're not as good in defence. They could be a little bit better, but they're not as clinical in front of goal if you're wanting to score them a few goals. Bit like Leicester, who got their first win of the season against Bournemouth. Well deserved win, put it that way. 3 points, only 1 goal in it. Bournemouth did have a goal disallowed of them, and it's good 3 points for Leicester. Goals galore at the G-Tech as Brentford beat Wolves. Sorry, Harley. 5-3. That must have been a brilliant game. That is the 4th consecutive game. Well, should we say 4th consecutive game that they've scored within the minute, within the 2 minutes, put it that way, because they scored 65 seconds today, which again, very quick, like Brentford like to do. And then Cunha got on the scoreline to put it 1-1, and then it went to 2-1, 2-2, 3-2, and then once it got to 3-2, I was like, this could be a brilliant game. And then it went on to 4-2, and then 5-2, and then 5-3. So there was goals galore. If you wanted to see a good game of football with goals in it, that was the game to watch of the week. Well, of the day. Also, a game with goals was West Ham versus Ipswich. West Ham as well scored early on in the game, with Antonio scoring in the first minute, and then Delap for Ipswich scored in the 6th minute. And yeah, Ipswich at the moment, they're looking promising, but they need to keep that going for the full 90, and it's a bit unfortunate that they don't, because they end up not picking up a few points. They did pick up points at home to Villa last week, but at this game they did get beat 4-1 at the London Stadium, with goals from Kudus, Bowen, Paqueta as well. And obviously Man City winning 3-2. Erling Haaland, surprisingly not getting on the score sheet there. I think that's the only game he hasn't scored in. and it's Fulham, and Haaland does like scoring against Fulham, but goes from Kovacic, who scored 2, and Doku, who hasn't scored this season, I don't believe. But yeah, man, Haaland does like scoring against the Fulham, and it sent them 1 point behind Liverpool at the top of the table. And in the Championship, this is what we're gonna do on a Saturday. We're gonna go through Premier League, Championship, League One, League Two, National League results. If you're wondering why I'm doing this, that's why. Burnley 0, Preston 0, Norwich 4, Hull 0. Hull are really struggling at the moment. Portsmouth 1, Oxford 1. They were the early kickoffs. Coventry got beat at home to Sheffield Wednesday. Derby got beat 2-0 to QPR. Plymouth with a shock win at home to Blackburn. Sheffield United beat Luton, who were in the mud, 2-0. A goalless draw at Swansea. A 2-1 win for Watford against the Borough. And a goalless draw at the Hawthorns with West Brom and Millwall. League One saw Huddersfield beating Barnsley 2-0. There we go. Barnsley get beat again. Peterborough beat Stevenage 2-1. A Desmond at Bolton, as Bolton draw 2-2. Obviously, if you don't know what Desmond is, that's 2-2. They draw 2-2 against Shrewsbury at home. Burton with a red card saw them getting beat to Bristol 3-1. Charlton beat Birmingham at home 1-0, and so does Exeter against Cambridge. Lincoln beat Leyton Orient 2-1 at home with another home win, with Mansfield beating Blackpool. A red card for Reading saw them getting beat 2-1 against Rotherham. A goalless draw at Stockport against Wigan. And Wrexham, who are fairly up there in the league, beat Northampton 4-1. And Wycombe score one goal to beat Crawley Town. League 2, a goalless draw 0-0. Fleetwood against Bromley. Grimsby getting a red card and getting thumped 3-0 by Doncaster. Accrington Stanley beating Morecambe by 2-1. Barrow beating Cheltenham by 2-1 again. Chesterfield and Walsall getting 2-2. Desmond. Colchester drawing 0-0 against Carlisle. Crewe Alexanders winning 2-0 against Gillingham. MK Dons and Tranmere get a 1-0 draw, split the points. Notts County get beat at home by Port Vale, and Salford win 1-0 against Wimbledon, and Harrogate go to Swindon and they got a 0-0 draw. In the National League, AFC Clyde thumped Aldershot Town 5-2 at home. Barnet keep their winning streak up by winning 3-1 against Boston. Bantry beat Altrincham 2-0. Forest Green keep their winning streak running, as Eastleigh aren't doing well at the moment. Ebbsfleet and Rochdale have a Desmond 2-2. Halifax beat Tamworth 3-2. Gateshead 1, Wealdstone 2. Oldham 2, Solihull Moors 3. Southend get beat at home by 2-0 by Maidenhead, and Yeovil beat Dagenham Redbridge 1-0. And the biggest scoreline of the day is Hartlepool beating Sutton United at home by 4-3. And the late kick-off is York City away at Woking. Hope the lads get behind them and we win. And we're going to go for a few good results in the National League North. Buxton get beat 1-0 against Kirsten Action. Kings Lynn beat Darlington 2-1. Needham and Market win 3-0 against South Shields. Kidderminster Harriers draw 1-0 against Spennymoor. And Scunthorpe drew 2-2 against Oxford. I've just noticed here, Boreham Wood are in the National League South. Oh my goodness. I remember them being in the league with Wrexham. Do we just go through the WSL? No, I'm joking. Boreham Wood, I remember when they were in Wrexham's league, when they were up there for going trying to get promoted. Now they're all the way in National League South. Wow. Goodness me. And if you want me, I'll go through the league, only the Premier League, for you here. This is a roundup for Saturday football, if you're wondering why this is a bit weird that I'm doing this. And then we'll go on to a few football-y things. Liverpool, top of the league with 18 points. Arsenal and Man City are Man City second, Arsenal third on the same amount of points. Chelsea and Villa are on the same points with 13, coming in 4th and 5th. Fulham are in 6th, Newcastle in 7th. 8 is Tottenham. A goal scoring Brentford are 9th. Brighton or Albion are 10th. Nottingham Forest are 11th. 12th are West Ham. 13th AFC Bournemouth. Ten Hag's Manchester United, maybe not tomorrow. 14th, 15th Leicester. Everton at 16th, and they could go joint 14th with Man United if they beat Newcastle tonight. Ipswich are just out of the relegation zone by coming 17th. Palace are in 18th. Southampton are in 19th, and Wolves are 20th, who play Man City next week away from home. I'm pretty sure that is. I'll just double check for you there, Wolves fans. Yes, you're at home to Wolves. Sorry, it's been such a long day. You're at home to Man City. Your recent form has been a loss to Brentford today, a loss to Liverpool, loss to Villa, loss to Brighton, loss to Newcastle. But you've scored in every single game. You've lost by pretty much 1 goal or 2 goals in every game, so you've been a bit unfortunate there. Couldn't you score in 2 goals in the last 2 games? So yeah, Everton is the late kick-off as well, and they play Newcastle United. A few football things we're going to go into is what I think of the league or players this season. Actually, I'm going to search up a start, bench, sell, I think that is, to see if anything comes up. Premier League. So obviously this could be Manchester United, or this could be Ten Hag's last ever Manchester United game, and they go to the Villa to play at Villa Park. Obviously, like I said, this could be his last ever game as a Man United boss. He's only won 1 of the last 5 games, and that came from Barnsley 7-0. I mean, you were always meant to be winning that, but you've got Villa tomorrow, who are in good form, beaten Bayern midweek. United drew 3-0 to Porto the other night, so going off this, I can't really see United picking up many points. It's quite hard to tell because, well, Fernandes is out, Mainoo's out. I think you will struggle, actually. I think it'll be a very hard game for you lot as well. I think you'll get beat, and I think that'll be Ten Hag's last ever game. Xerxes scoring 1 goal. Rashford scoring 1 goal. Garnacho and De Ligt scoring as well in the last 5 games. And Maguire as well scoring. Dalot, Mazraoui, Garnacho, Fernandes getting the assists. Your best player at the moment, it would probably be Dalot, Mazraoui, or probably Onana, I'd say. But your games that are coming up, Man United fans, if you wanted to know, if it will show me, fixtures. So, this month, you have got Villa away, Brentford at home, Fenerbahce away, West Ham away, and Leicester at home in the EFL Cup. At home. My opinion, like I said with Harley on the podcast on Monday or Tuesday, I would keep Erik Ten Hag, in my opinion, because if you get rid of him, you're going to have to start over again, and it's quite frustrating in a way, because I heard I heard about on Talk Sport about Man United, someone wanting Man United to win a Premier League before 2028 or at 2028, and I don't think that's going to happen. And I think if he does go, I think it'll be hard to come back, because you need a manager. You need a manager who knows much of the a manager that knows loads about the players that they've already got, and you just need someone with that. Jose, I thought, well, you thought he was going to be really good. Clearly not. I'm just finding a combined 11 here. Jose, you thought was going to do well. He didn't. I think he only lasted a season or two. And I think, really, I don't know who you can get. I'll actually have a look for you here. Man United job role. Right. So the next Man United manager, these are what people are saying. Right. First is Rod van Nistelrooy. It's going to be the next. I think, yeah, he used to manage with Ten Hag, I'm pretty sure. Southgate is second. Then you got Thomas Tuchel, which I can't really see. Kieran McKean, I think he's a Ipswich, I'm pretty sure. Graham Potter, he could be up there. Robert De Zerbi, and that's it that I know of. In my opinion, if I would put it between Rod van Nistelrooy, possibly Gareth Southgate, and Graham Potter. They're my three that I'll probably do. But really, it's quite hard to tell, because you don't know. Okay, we're going to go into a combined 11 between Aston Villa and Manchester United. We're going to go into a combined 11 with Manchester United and Aston Villa. This is at Villa Park, obviously. We'll start with the goalkeeper. These are predicted lineups, so there might not be many This might not happen in real life, but yeah, we'll just give it a whirl. There's a few people in there that might not get started tomorrow, but I'm just going off of this. So let's kick it off with the goalkeeper position between Emi Martinez and Onana. I think this is a clear straight one. I'd probably say Emi Martinez for the goalkeeper position. Backline for Villa, we've got Digne at left back, Torres and Carlos in defence, Konsa at right back. Right back, Mazraoui. This is for Man United. De Ligt, Martinez, Dalot. So for me, that's left back. So at right back, between Konsa and Mazraoui, I would probably say Konsa for that position. It's quite hard between them two, pretty much equal, but I'll go for Konsa. Centre backs, it's between De Ligt and Carlos. I'd probably say De Ligt. Torres and Martinez, I'd probably say Martinez. Digne and Dalot, probably say Dalot. So your back line is Konsa, Martinez, De Ligt and Dalot. Midfield for Villa is Tielemans and Onana, and also for Man United you've got Ugarte and Eriksen. I mean, I watched Ugarte and Eriksen at Tottenham and I thought they were absolutely rubbish. Not because I'm a Liverpool fan, it's my own opinion. if you don't like stuff like that, Liverpool fan talk about United, you can just come on. But centre mid, lost my words there. Tielemans or Eriksen, I'll probably have to say. I'm gonna say Eriksen. And then Onana and Ugarte, obviously Onana. And then your midfield is, this is predicted, so this might not be right. For Villa, you got Maddison, Rodgers, Philogene Baracha, I think that's how you say his name. So, Matt and Rodgers, obviously, like I said. Left wing, Rashford or Maddison, I'm probably going to have to say. Thing is, his form has been terrible as Rashford. It's been absolutely terrible. But probably going to have to say Rashford at that point. Rodgers or Fernandes. I can't put Fernandes in because he's not going to be playing tomorrow. But for this, I'm going to have to say Rodgers and our Philogene Baracha or Garnacho. I'm going to have to say. Well, in my opinion, I'd have had Ahmad instead of Garnacho. But for this, I'm going to go for Garnacho. Watkins versus Xerxes. I'm going to go for. What was I going to say Xerxes there? Watkins. And manager Erik ten Hag versus Unai Emery. It's obviously Unai Emery at this point. So there is my predicted 11 for tomorrow. Get your comments in, predictions, what you think the scoreline will be for tomorrow's game. And hopefully we do see a very good game from both teams. Obviously, it should be a really good game. Two good teams actually. But with form, Man United aren't up there. But yeah, this has been like a little, let's say, Saturday. It's like Soccer Saturday, but not really. Don't know why I said that. Just go through results and what will happen in the game tomorrow. Yeah, so I've quite enjoyed it. Yeah, I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye. Like and subscribe. Goodbye.